We're going to talk about reducing the environmental impact of energy productions. And so I will give the floor to Mr. Walker from IMEC Hydrogen to present its solution.
Very much. Thank you for having us, and good afternoon, everyone. So yes, I'm James Walker. I'm the Hydrogen Development Manager at the European Marine Energy Centre. So we are a marine energy focused research centre based in the north of Scotland in the Orkney Islands. Next slide, please. Thank you. So our focus is very much on delivering the energy system of the future. So that really means working with other organisations, project partners, innovative organisations to study and develop new technologies and test these on our sites. So that makes us slightly different to many of the speakers today. We don't have a product to sell, but we work closely with others, and we're very interested in rolling out the solutions we've explored to other islands that are also facing decarbonisation challenges. So this slide just provides some context on that. I'll leave that for you to read at your leisure, but next slide, please. Thank you. So this slide overviews our hydrogen research and development activity, and that's my focus, and I think that's hopefully quite interesting today. So what we're looking at doing is taking the power that we produce in the tidal energy devices that we test on our site, as well as some community wind turbines, and integrating that power using hydrogen. So we use an electrolyzer to make that hydrogen using that power. We then have developed a fairly complex set of systems to store and handle that hydrogen. And we've also been working really hard to draw on lots of different possible applications for hydrogen in the local community and further afield to understand exactly how we might best set up a future energy system that can deliver upon the ambitions we all have to see a solution to climate change, essentially. So on the demand side, that's the third box you see here. That brings in our case, we're really focused on the maritime applications. We work closely with the ferries that operate in the community. We've also looked at road transport. We're very interested in aviation because it's very exciting, but also it's a lifeline service in our community. And as you can see, we've also looked at some industrial uses, including distilling. And all we're doing in this space is trying to test out new ways of using the hydrogen to deliver upon our energy system objectives, really. So that's all I wanted to say for my pitch, actually, is just to confirm who we are and what we're doing. And we're very happy to look at opportunities to take this experience and apply it in other islands and in other coastal settings elsewhere in Europe and further afield. So I'd very much welcome any approaches that there might be from today. Thank you.
Thank you very much for this short presentation. Same question than the others. Have you already, in what kind of place on coastal sites or island have you implemented this solution?
So we have the solutions that are mentioned here are all deployed in different locations in the Orkney Islands. So it's about 20 islands make up the Orkneys, and there are 2 or 3 of those that host our projects. They range in size quite significantly, from islands that host 100 people up to islands that are inhabited by nearer 15,000 people. So there's a bit of a range there, and hopefully that shows what we could do elsewhere and some of the range that we could apply this to in other locations. But these are small communities right at the very edge of the inhabited area in Scotland, certainly.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Céline, we can't hear you. Your microphone is...
Sorry. I was saying thank you, and I was saying that now we move to Mr. Beraba about SolarCity breaking through solar concentrating technology. You didn't have the possibility to participate next time, if I remember well, so I'll give you the floor for 2 minutes.
Thank you. So I'm Mehdi from Alto Solutions. So SolCity is the name of the technology that I will show you on the next slide. So our technology is a breakthrough solar concentrating technology that is used to produce heat between 100 and 400 degrees C, and that we use mainly for industrial process heat or district heating. On the next slide, we see all the main applications of our trough. So as you see, as I already said, we could produce heat between 100 and 300 degrees C, but we can also produce steam and even cooling with the solar cooler. The applications are really huge and several. We can produce steam, for example, in a hospital, but we could also produce heat or cold for greenhouses or livestock premises. Of course, district heating is a big market for us. Commercial buildings such as Costco or whatever big commercial building. We could also use our technology to dry sludge or ores. And the biggest application is, of course, industrial heat, with many applications such as distillation, boiling, cleaning, sterilization, many applications in the industry. On the next slide, we explain better how we could operate. So it's a very simple model. Either we sell directly the plant, a turnkey plant, to a final client, an end client that will use this energy, or we sell the plant to an SPV, and which is a special purpose that is incorporated only for this project. So the SPV buys the plant, the solar plant, and then sells the energy to the end client. So the end client doesn't have any investment to do, and he can only just buy the energy that is generated by the solar plant. And our technology is suited for all red and orange places that you can see on the map, top right. I'd be happy to answer to all your questions. Thank you very much. Thank you. I think I'm done.
Thank you very much. Yes, sorry, just the time to be reconnected. Just a question regarding the maintenance of the device you're proposing. Sorry, you disappeared. Just regarding the maintenance of your device, is it something that you have to do through your organization, or is it possible to give the competencies to the local structure which is going to be to buy your solution?
Of course, it can be operated by local people. It's very simple. You know, we have automation on our plants. So as soon as the sun shines in the morning, you know, it operates, it starts working. When the sun goes down during the night, it stops working, and during the day, you know, it adapts. The production adapts to the need of the client. So, and of course, it can be maintained by anyone on site. It's very simple, and compared, you know, to what we keep things simple. So it's only piping and mirrors and mechanical structure. So we don't have complex things such as batteries or fuel cell or H2 generation. So we really keep things simple, easy to maintain.
Okay, well noted. Thank you very much. I will move on to the next speaker now, Mr. Lebel from Enviro Earth. Sorry if I don't say the good, if I make a mistake in the name of enterprise. So Mr. Lebel, the floor is yours.
Yes. Good afternoon to everybody. Thank you very much to all ECO team for this opportunity. I am speaking right now from Mauritania, so the connection is not that great, so I will switch off my webcam, and please let me know if the sound is not okay. So Enviro Earth is a French company, and we are looking at leveraging existing technology to build a renewable energy, solar energy project with batteries best services to our customers. So the first good example is, for example, the solar power plant we have been doing in Malawi at Siloto. Obviously, it is not an island, but from an energy point of view, it is almost the same because it's a very off-grid isolated village. So there, with the help of the UNDP, the PNUD, we have set up solar battery power plants with a containerized solution. And this project has been commissioned in 2019 and brought renewable electricity to this very isolated village. So we are using existing technology and we are able to do it everywhere in the world. A quick feedback on another project we are doing, for example, right now in an island in Haiti. We are building a solar power plant for an off-grid village, and this solar power plant will bring electricity to the village where they would use to burn diesel to obtain energy. So we are obviously in the paradigm of like an energy cheaper, or at least almost very competitive, a bit competitive nowadays. If you consider a cost of diesel of €1 a liter, and something with no CO2 impact. With this solution, we can just basically cost over €1 million, and it will, sorry for the mistake, but it will help over 10 years to save €1.3 million of fuel cost. So you avoid the burden of the logistics, and you have free and available technology once you've paid for the solar hybrid power plant. And this comes exactly, so these are existing solutions. We always take the latest and the most efficient technology for our client. And we have been doing, can you pass on the next slide, some project in islands, for example, as you can see in the following slide. On the top left corner, you can see a small solar power plant we have been doing in Tristan da Cunha. And there we serve part of the community with the solar energy. Another project I've been doing in Maldives and Madagascar for rural school electrification. There it is dedicated energy for schools in order to help the kids to have a better education condition. And as said, off-grid situations are almost like island, and we've been doing projects in Sierra Leone or in South Sudan. And Virus is able just to do a project in any place in the world. I would say the better, the most isolated it is, the better it is. So we stay at your services, and we would be very happy to integrate any technology and to answer your need. So please do not hesitate to contact me.
Thank you very much. I had a question for you because you were talking about the price for to implement the solution. And what about the maintenance? Is it also a very simple device for regarding the maintenance? Is it possible to give it to the local collectivities when you're talking about these different countries where they have been implemented?
It is all possible. We don't have any strategic incentives to keep the maintenance in our scope. Most of the time is that we propose to keep the management and the organization to be sure that the maintenance is done correctly to local collectivities. And then they have to take care of the people who will do the maintenance. Once local people are trained and are mastering the maintenance process, they can just handle the whole maintenance process.
Okay, thank you very much for this precision.
You're very much welcome.